Is Vrabel playing chess or taking too big a risk? With training camp looming, this one's going to keep us up at night. And now, let's tie it all together and see where the Pats are headed. Foxborough is electric and 2025 shaping up to be a wild ride. Alec Pierce could turn our offense into a deep ball juggernaut. Henderson's arrival put Stevenson on notice, promising a backfield brawl. Gonzalez is cementing our defense as elite, but Tavai's potential exit has us sweating. Vrabel's building a squad to compete with anyone, but will these moves push us to the playoffs or spark growing pains? Drop your take in the comments. What's got you fired up or freaking out? Smash that like, hit subscribe, and let's ride with the Pats all season long. Man, Bolt fam is reeling, but there's hope sparking through the heartbreak. Mike Williams, the guy we all pictured torching defenses with Justin Herbert again, dropped a bombshell and retired. Yeah, the veteran who signed a one-year deal to return to the Bolts is hanging up his cleats. So what now? How do the Chargers fill this void in the offense? The wide receiver room was already thin, with Ladd McConkey and rookie Trey Harris topping the depth chart, and fans banking on Quentin Johnston to finally break out in year 3. Without Williams, that big reliable target, the gap is glaring. What's the move? The fan base is buzzing, and it's no surprise. On social media, Keenan Allen's name is trending hard. After a solid 2024 with the Bears, fans are dreaming of the legend's return. Wouldn't that be epic? Allen back, rekindling that magic with Herbert. But hold up, there's another wild card in play. Odell Beckham Jr. Yup, OBJ. The former Giants superstar, Super Bowl champ with the Rams, is 32 but still showing he's got juice. A recent Instagram post from @GoldFeet had him running routes and cutting at full speed. He's not the 2016 OBJ, but the Chargers don't need that. They need a vet who can make clutch plays. Picture this: OBJ in LA, rocking the powder blue and gold. It'd be a bold move from GM Joe Hortiz and coach Jim Harbaugh. Fans are split. Some think Beckham could be the spark the offense needs. Others worry he's past his prime. And the contract? He likely won't break the bank. But is he worth the gamble? Names like Amari Cooper are floating around too. Training camp's in full swing, and the pressure's on to fill this hole. McConkey and Harris are promising, but they need a seasoned guide. Fans want answers, stat. What's your take? Keenan, OBJ, or roll with the youngsters? And while we're freaking out over this, there's more coming that'll keep you glued. While we're still processing the Mike Williams shock, the Chargers training camp is unearthing gems that could change everything. Guess who's stealing the spotlight? RJ Mickens, a 6th-round safety out of Clemson, picked with a compensatory draft choice. This dude came in as a long shot, practically pegged for the practice squad, but he's making waves. The Athletics' Daniel Popper dropped the scoop. On day 1 of camp, Mickens showed he's not here to mess around. In one play, he went head-to-head with tight end McCallan Castles on a short-out route. Taylor Heineck's pass was on point. Castles caught it, but Mickens came in hot, landing a brutal hit to jar the ball loose for an incompletion. Talk about a statement, and he wasn't done. Mickens snagged an interception on a 4th-and-1 play, showing instincts and ball skills. This in a safety group stacked with studs like Derwin James, Alohi Gilman, and Elijah Molden. Even veteran Tony Jefferson, who seemed locked in as the backup, might feel the heat. Mickens is forcing the coaches to rethink the depth chart. Can he snag a roster spot? Fans are starting to notice, and social media is buzzing with comparisons to last year's 5th-round steals, Cam Hart and Tarheeb Still, who became defensive studs. Is Mickens the next diamond in the rough for the Bolts? This goes beyond just one player. A rookie like Mickens shining proves the Chargers' scouting is on point, finding talent late in the draft. But it sparks a debate. If he keeps this up, someone's getting cut. Does Jefferson lose his spot? Or do the Bolts keep 5 safeties? This defense, already a powerhouse, could become straight-up terrifying. Imagine Derwin James mentoring this kid. Fans are torn. Some are hyping Mickens as the next big thing. Others want to see him prove it consistently. What does this mean for the season? A deeper secondary could shut down AFC West air attacks, like the Chiefs. But the pressure's on Mickens to keep it up. What do you think? Is he the future of the secondary? Or just a camp flash? Hang tight, because the next story will flip your perspective. While Mickens is lighting up the secondary, the offense is dealing with another earthquake after Mike Williams' exit. The wide receiver depth chart is a mess, and who's stepping up as a dark horse? Jaylen Reagor. Yup, the former Eagles first-rounder, infamously picked before Justin Jefferson in 2020. Yeah, we're still mad about that too. Reagor, once just depth, is turning heads in camp. And it's not just talk. Justin Herbert himself is singing his praises. Daniel Popper from The Athletic shared Herbert's take. He does everything well. Short game, intermediate, deep balls. He's fast enough to blow the top off defenses and such a great route runner. You feel good throwing to him against man or zone. Whoa, Herbert doesn't toss compliments like that lightly. Reagor, who played 8 games for the Bolts in 2024, catching 7 passes for 100 yards, is showing he's more than a backup. He's already making plays in camp that have coaches taking notice. Could this be his breakout? With McConkey and Trey Harris as the top 2 receivers, the battle for the rest of the spots is wide open. Quentin Johnston, Darius Davis, and rookie Keandre Lambert-Smith are in the mix, but Reagor's climbing fast, maybe even as WR5. This changes things. If he locks in, the Chargers might not need to chase a pricey vet like Keenan Allen or OBJ. But fans are split. Social media's got some hyping. Reagor is a redemption story, while others call him a bust who'll never deliver. Strategically, a reliable Reagor gives Harbaugh's offense more flexibility, but if he flops, it's back to square one. The camp will tell the tale. What's your call? Is Reagor legit or just a flash in the pan? And hold on, because the next bombshell will have you jumping. While Reagor's heating up the offense, another twist is shaking Chargers Nation to its core. Najee Harris, the running back signed for up to $925 million in 2025, is sidelined to start camp. Why? An eye injury from a fireworks mishap on July 4th landed him on the non-football injury list. This opens the door for a massive surprise. First-round pick Omarion Hampton is taking over first-team reps as RB1. Could he steal the starting job for good? Alex Katzen from Chargers Wire dropped the hot take. Hampton might be the Week 1 starter and never look back. Harris, a beast who's never rushed for less than 1,000 yards in 4 NFL seasons, is Mr. Reliable, but this superficial injury gives the rookie a shot to shine. Hampton, fresh off back-to-back 1,500-yard seasons at North Carolina, is showing explosive running in camp. Jim Harbaugh, with that knowing grin, said, "He's attacking hard, we're not in pads yet, but I think he'll be even better when we are." That's music to fans' ears. The stakes are huge. If Hampton seizes this chance, the Chargers might have their RB of the future. But what about Najee? His agent swears he'll be back soon, and GM Joe Hortiz is optimistic, calling it a surface-level injury. Still, if Harris stays on the NFI list through roster cuts, he'd miss the first 4 games. That's plenty of time for Hampton to cement his role. Fans are split. Some want Najee back dominating. Others are all in on Hampton's potential. A 2-headed RB monster could crush AFC West defenses. What's your pick? Is Hampton the new king, or does Najee reclaim his spot? Smash that like, subscribe, and let's wrap this up. Bold fam, what a wild week. Mike Williams' retirement stings, but Jaylen Reagor's rise and Omarion Hampton's takeover have us buzzing. RJ Mickens, a 6th-round steal, is turning heads in the secondary, while the hunt for a veteran receiver like OBJ or Keenan Allen keeps us on edge. Training camps proving the Bolts have raw talent, but big challenges. Can Harbaugh and Hortiz shape this squad into Super Bowl contenders? Are you riding with Hampton or banking on Najee? Hit that like, subscribe, and drop your hot takes in the comments. Let's get this debate popping.